recently lost their mom. Another one had a miscarriage, so I'm not going to call them and say, hey, what's up, girl, what's up, party? But I did call them and reach out to them and say, hey, I just wanted to just let you know you're in my prayers. And I sent them a card. I had a little, I keep cards, go to Dollar Tree and collect cards. So I sent that out. Also, when I did get in touch with these ladies to confirm their addresses, I also confirmed their email address and reminded them that I'm going to just re-add them to my email list. And then I asked if they're on Facebook, because last year I wasn't asking people to friend me on Facebook. So I would say, are you on Facebook? And they'll say yes. I'm like, great, do you mind if I friend you? I'm going to add you to my client group. That way you can keep in touch with me a lot longer. I ended up adding another 100 ladies to my client group. Yeah, so definitely that is the way to do it. And just small talk. Any notes that you take, if you're not taking notes at the party on the back of the form, make sure you do it on the back of the form and not on the front. Turn your papers over. If you hear, or even in conversation that you're having in the shopping room, write it down. Because when you contact them, you can say, hey, so school's done. How, what are you doing now? They'll be so appreciative that you remember. They'll be like, oh my God, you have such a great memory. I do. It's on paper. They have no clue at all, okay? So that is truly all I did. So the end result, I did make my 500. I made my 355. I didn't sign 20. I signed 6, but I'm okay with that. I now only have one more lady that I need to sign and activate to hit board of directors. And now I think a little over 26,000 to hit board of directors. So I'm still going. I don't know how many parties in December. A shit ton before. I do, because I'm doubled down. I have the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. The 9th is my flash sale. The 10th, 11th, 2 on the 12th, 1 on the 13th, and then 1 on the 20th. Wow. So, yeah, but it's all picking up the phone. You have to pick up the phone. You could be scared, and believe you me, you can ask Leanne, you can ask anybody who knew what I was doing. I would be crying when I'm telling them I get teared up now, what I really want and what my goal is. And that's good, because when you're uncomfortable, that means it's something you're meant to do. So it's okay to be scared, just don't let that fear stop you. Okay, so look up Les Brown on YouTube. He actually has a daily thing where it's day 1 through 14. And each one is only a half hour. Listen to it instead of listening to the radio. I also didn't watch TV, and now it's to the point where my DVR is 99% full, and I have no means or anything to watch any. Every now and again, when I want to dumb myself down a little bit, I'll watch TV. But other than that, I'm not watching TV anymore. I do spend time with my kids now. They're happy I'm back home. But I'm super busy now because of that. My November is completely booked. This weekend is the only weekend I have off. And then I'm going strong through Christmas. So that's
Did you, I may have missed it, but do you have a script for new people that you can
with the new people, all you have to do is just, when you pick up your phone, and if you don't have any parties just yet, you can just call your girlfriends and be like, you can do a couple of things. If they're your close girlfriends, because I did this with my bestie for to help me, is like, look, I'm on a mission. I want to help as many women as possible start their own business and help pay for the holidays and cash, or help invest their taxes, because tax season is coming. So I want to help invest their tax money so they can get another refund next year. Something to that effect. They say, and so you can help me. For every girl that you get me, even if it's a referral, if they book a party, I'll pay you $10 for every party that holds. If they sign up, I will give you whatever product. And $20. Give them a coochie. Give them a vitamin spray. If they sign up with the Premier kit, you want to give them something a little bit more than the coochie or body do. Hook them up a little bit, but have them help you do the work. For others, you can just say, hey, you want a pleasure pack from me? How many of you are just under 6 months in? So you all got your kit? Y'all got 4-packs in y'all kits. I'm jealous. Because I had to buy my 4-pack. You have 4-packs. So call your girls and say, hey, you want a pleasure pack from me? You don't have to do 2 4-packs. Anybody heard of date night cards? Okay, get date night too. Break them up. Put the 4-pack and the date night card in there. Slap on pleasure pack. Make sure you put your business card on there. That's about it. I'm going to get to her first because she had raised her hand.
It's not a question. I wanted to say, because I watched your video in Dana's group about the pleasure packs, and I tweaked it a little bit for how I was sending them out, and I just got a response from one of the girls that received one from me, and she's like, oh, I loved it, and you know, my boyfriend thanks you for the sample of shave and whatever. So they do like them, even though, I mean, it might not seem like much to us because it's just a couple foil packs. They love it. It's free. Free is free. So
yeah. And I mean, it's in your kit. It's free for you, so it's not costing you anything. Okay, you just have to know how to break it up. But that's truly all you say. You want a pleasure pack from me. What do I need to do to get it? All you need to do is nothing. You know, or if you want them to do something, all you need to do is just put my name out there. You know somebody who can use an extra $500 each month with a Pure Romance business. Put my name out there. And as a thank you, I'm sending you a pleasure pack. I did it for I went into my phone, and I have over 3,000 people in my phone. And I went through, and there were a lot of disconnected numbers, and I couldn't find my book before I left. I actually have a book, a composition book, and every day I wrote down who I talked to, what party they're from, their party date, and I would put, if I left them a voicemail, what I said in the voicemail. I put voicemail, pleasure pack. That way I knew when they called me back, I would go back to it and say, oh, okay, from so-and-so's party, okay, and I would go to that person. So that way, keep track of that too. If I did talk to them and I did say they wanted a pleasure pack, I would highlight it just so they knew, just so that they knew that they had a pleasure pack. Okay. What was your question?
If they accept the offer to upgrade to something that feels good or smells good, what do you usually do? A discount on that product?
No, I actually, because I'm at a 53% buying discount as well. I gave them either a Love Touch or the 3 things out of the stage, yeah, Botanical Bliss. And that's what they got at their party.
Okay.
And I would say though, if you're new and you decide to do that, set a minimum for your party. When you have a $500 party or when you have a $400 party, because you want to make it worth your while. Oh, also, ladies, for the ones who were interested but they didn't have the means to do it, this is something that I did. If you're new, I would not recommend that you do it. But I actually, if their party reached over $700, I actually took part of my profit and bought their kit. That's what I did. But the stipulation was they had to do their own launch party within a week's time. If they didn't have it scheduled, I was not doing it. And they couldn't cancel. So I was very strict with that. If they didn't, if they already, like if they signed up and they didn't have the $250 to activate, if they bought the smaller kit, I did the first party for them. And then again, their party had to reach a certain amount. And then what I did was I took that first $250 and I actually put it in. Again, I wouldn't do this if you were new. But what it did was any bookings that they got, the bookings went to them, and I worked with them on hostess coaching, and at the same time, I was training them because I was doing their first party. I made them sit front and center. They were not hostess. They were a consultant, and they were learning from me, and I made them take notes and everything. So, any other questions? No? Thank you so much. And he has hundreds and hundreds. Other people are Tony Robbins, Jim Rohn, Willie Jolly. They are all really, Les Brown just spoke to me. So find somebody that speaks to you and just stick with it. But YouTube becomes your best friend. I listen to him even going to parties now. So.
There's